Alright, let me fix this. Alright, what is up? I was 30 minutes into a video and then my laptop just restarted. So we did not get to really go through a trade breakdown. Luckily, everything else saved. We ended up taking the trade. First trade of March, we took one loss and then one win. We got faked out entering 10 minutes before news, which I'm learning from. Maybe fade entering before 9 because this holy shit. So something I'm learning from this, maybe fade entering before 9, especially on red folder news events at 9. It is a volatility injector and you're more likely to get manipulated. Ocean notes. Trade rating. I give it a 4.5. Just because it's later in the day. I feel like I should have this because it was later in the day. Otherwise, beautiful PDI short. Beautiful. So great PDI short. Today I got faked out on the first trade, entered before news came out, and around 10. Beforehand, I got manipulated out of a short just to get a re-entry that played. Either way, here's the breakdown. And this is the beautiful setup that we took. So absolutely gorgeous. Leave this as that. Now we can go, because we have that there now, which will be this one. We can go into the table. Holy shit, we are filling this bad boy up. Oh no, never mind. Yep, daily lows, 3 minute, 5 minute. What was market condition? Alright, nice. Then we can go to pre-market analysis. This is where we will edit 3:01:22. I was bearish. We were. What the fuck just happened? Did that just? Hold on. No, I thought it just did some weird shit just happened. We were sponsored by a 4-hour gap during London fashion. Wait, led me to be bearish. You use the 15. No, use the 15-minute gap as condition in 30-minute and 1 hour as extra key level to find my draw on liquidity. Beautiful. And then we can go to here. 03, 01, 22. Trade taken. Yes. Break even. Good. Notes. Post market. DOL was right, but got manipulated. Beautiful. And that's going to be for this next trade we just took, which you'll see in a second. All right. So yeah, absolutely beautiful trade. PDI short with the correct draw on liquidity. I should say what it ran for. 1 to 1.38. It's fine. We have pictures. We'll go to the next day. We'll get rid of this. Soon the next day won't be so easy. We'll jump to New York. What are we coming into on them? Nothing other than sweeping liquidity. Why does it do this, bro? Okay, it says I just skipped a whole fucking week. This is what I'm saying. Next time, alright, next time that happens, I just need a refresh. Click it once, refresh. Trace will fix your shit. It's gotta take a minute to load, damn it. Alright. Yeah, would you look at that? What does it do? It skips all the way to Thursday. Where are we on the 5 minute? Alright, perfect. This actually would be a Fed Chair to Powell testimony. Yeah, we're skipping today. Powell speaks. Holy fucking manipulation. Resweep this. New buy side resting up there. We're coming into the new day. Soon we have NFP. NFP, well, it already came out. This 4 hour gets inversed. Actually, it doesn't. But this gets swept. So we sweep some sell side liquidity coming into this Friday. We are looking overall very bearish. No 4 hour gaps resting up here. This we came back up into. We reject off of it. We're sponsored by that again in that resweep coming in. As of right now, we sweep out this sell side. We remember this. It's looking like it's going to get inversed. Swept out some lows. We're coming into a 2 hour gap here, which could be interesting for us. I'm thinking we honestly might want to deliver lower back to these lows. And maybe something is resting down there, which is a little bit better. Mark out buy side liquidity as well, because these are definitely targets for price to go out and grab on the 2 hour. The 1 hour buy side liquidity resting right there. All right. And then on the 1 hour, we just inverse this 1 hour gap. We manipulated. We'll see coming into the day on the 30 minute, 15 minute. We're going to wait. I'd like to see a sweep of this. kind of consolidating. I need to see like some good manipulation. Looks like this 2 hour is going to end up wanting to deliver us lower. Remember that 1 hour got inverse, the 30-minute. Kind of just choppy, a very choppy day. 15-minute just choppy. At this point, I don't think we get a trade. Yeah, it's already 11. I'll have to jump to the next day. Yeah, we just kind of sweep this out, and we have been consolidating. We have left low resistance on the 1 hour, I would say, which is looking pretty nice. I think we could get a bounce off of this 100%. We do have some sell side resting right here. Ooh, this will be a very intriguing day on the 4 hour. Nothing to really target on the daily. Nothing to target. Maybe on the daily we want to go for these lows down here. I don't think so. The 4 hour, what are we wanting to go to? Maybe this 4 hour gap resting below here. That's making this even look better. This looks more likely to want to play out. We have a 4 hour gap resting right here. We have these draws right here. 2 hours already been tapped into a bunch of times, but it is low resistance. The 1 hour then. 1 hour just gave an inverse fair value gap on this. Don't know what that is. Oh. It's because I have to skip. Well, my draws were correct. Wow, so that's cool. Is there news on this day? Fucking no news Mondays. I feel like it's quite clear this is wanting to go higher. Comes higher to respect this gap to deliver lower. Wow. We do push higher, but now we're wanting to come much, much lower. We have a lot of stuff to draw up on price. With this 4 hour gap, which we're returning to this, which this has already been inverse. So that's interesting. We just left these lows behind. Looks like we might want to deliver lower. This 4 hour gave an inversion. To me right now, price looks bearish. We're coming into a 4 hour gap here. I think we want to go and get these lows for the day. We have the 4 hour gap right here. We're getting sponsored by. It's with that 4 hour inversion as well, but this is my sponsor. Probably looking for a continuation to go lower today, or maybe a reversal. What I'm thinking the draws is lower. On the daily, did leave a daily gap, but we'll see. Like I said, these are going to be mainly my key levels I'm wanting to see us react off of. Looks like we want to deliver much lower. We have a 2 hour gap resting up here. So we have this 2 hour resting above. We left some buy side resting inside of here. Do we have news on the day? Balance of trade already came out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then this is interesting. We have a 1 hour gap resting right here. If we want to inverse this, then I'm definitely looking for shorts all the way down to here, right? Maybe we don't want to inverse this. We will find out. We're going to go 8. That's good manipulation. Manipulate, sweep out these lows. We're playing into a 15-minute here, though. We just came into a 30-minute. Looks like we're wanting to respect this 30-minute. And we already were sponsored by this overnight. So you could say that's high resistance to go all the way up there. This 30-minute being sponsored is a 15-minute. Yes, we inversed this. No, we didn't. Bro, I'm sorry, but hopefully I didn't miss out on my entry. But it's like we're also targeting a low here, which did sweep that out. $9.51. I would like to see this 30-minute get respected. We're also playing inside this 1 hour. Does this 1 hour want to close in the next couple minutes? What does it want to do? See, I like this. Right? 30 minutes giving manipulation. It's just, do we want to get a clean entry? Which you do on the 3 minute. We'll order. Really just off hopes and dreams. At that point, I would go break even here. Yeah, I would go break even here. Boehner needed that. 30 minute, what do you know, ends up getting respected, closes. Draw liquidity, honestly, for me, is much lower. I think this is going to play out. Oh, it actually would have hit our break even. Nothing less. Wow. Actually wanting to avoid that. I think now I would deliver to it. No? Guess not. Keep deleting this. Just wait. Damn, I'm hitting the wrong buttons now. Either way, this is all you got to see for it. Seems as if the draw would be correct. 30 minute gets respected. We did want to deliver lower. We did get an inversion on this 30 minute. This actually was a 1 hour, which we respected. Right, so we respected this 1 hour. Did play out though. So I will get to the journal of this. This would be Tuesday, March 8th. So 3/08/22. Let's go to the gallery. 3/08/22. Mark condition, we'll hold off on that. When NASDAQ position would be a short entry time frame. We entered on the 4 minute. Right? Oh no, was it not the 4 minute? It was a 3 minute. Damn, we entered on the 3 minute. Alright. Entry time frame. 3 minute bias. Bearish. Day. What was the day of this trade? Tuesday. News. I believe there was news. Yes, 8:30. Sponsored by 4 hour. Wasn't it sponsored by a 4 hour gap? Yeah, and a resweep of 4 hour on liquidity. Trending lower. I used a 30 minute gap as my condition. We respected it and got a 3 minute IFVG. Account, this would be for back test. Learning, we'll wait for that entry. Market time, what time was this entry at? 9:51. Yeah, right around 9:50, 9:48, we'll say. Time. 2022. 8. I think I've been fucking up my time on here. 8:48. Yeah, I have them. 8:48 a.m. session time, New York AM. Emotional control. Good. Trade rating. We'll get into that. The Y rating, we'll get into that. So let me pause this. So we just got another journal put in place. We can jump into the next day. Holy shit. That was honestly very beautiful and how we went about that. My drawn liquidity wasn't correct though, if you can't tell. That 1 hour got respected, and I think that's just like a sign that like I don't like to short when we're inside of a 1 hour bullish gap, and I don't like to long when we're inside of a 1 hour bearish gap, right? So we respect this, we end up ripping higher, sweeping on buy side. Let's turn the magnet back on. Make new buy side liquidity resting above. We can go in the 4 hour. This 4 hour gets inverse. We're looking bullish overnight. In my humble opinion, I think we're wanting to continue bullish because we also have a daily gap resting right up here. So I think that's the draw. This 4 hour looks like it's going to get inversed. We have a 2 hour resting up here. We got some sell side resting below us. I don't think we want to return to that sell side. Is there news on this day at 9? So we are probably going to wait till 9. 2 hour. Another 2 hour. Interesting. Alright. So we have all those. We have sell side resting right here on the 1 hour. We have some 1 hour sell side liquidity resting below us. That's always a nice draw to go out and get. We have a 1 hour gap over here, which is actually important enough to draw out in case we inverse that. Other than that, we can mark up this, and we're going to wait going in the market open for some manipulation and wait for news to come out. As right now, kind of consolidated. Would like to see manipulation higher. Alright, at this point, this 4 hour, inverse. Inverse. We're playing inside this 2 hour. 2 hour candle closes inside of this, hitting CE. 1 hour, yep. We do have some draws that are juicy. I think we might want to go out and get right here in the 30-minute time frame. I mean, shit. Might just expect some chop here. Probably go higher. No way we don't. We go to be able to find an entry. Hey, look at this. This is choppy. This is not price action you want to trade. I bet it gives a good entry after this. I almost bet you it does. What do you know? We're chopping. So, now we can mark up some important draws. That 1 hour that we had resting above got inverse. The 2 hour, okay, load. 2 hour gets inversed. We sweep out this buy side liquidity. We create new buy side liquidity that price puts in. Go to the 4 hour. We just inverse this 4 hour gap. I'm thinking bearish. I think the draw is resting lower. We have news. It already came out. I think the draw is resting lower personally. Yeah, we have the 2 hour right there. The 1 hour. Nothing I'm really looking at right now. 30-minute. We're kind of consolidating. We're generating a lot of low resistance resting buy side. What I want to see is a sweep. Honestly, I'd love to see it push deeper into these to go higher. Deliver. Well, that's a sweep, and that's a tap into the 2 hour. Give it a resweep. So at this point, tap into this 2 hour right here. We got a lot of low resistance resting above us. Ooh. This 30-minute, I'm honestly think we might want to deliver lower here. Kind of consolidating, we did get manipulation. I'd like to see a sweep of these lows though. Or just don't give it. Fuck, this is so bad. I actually don't mind this. Creating high resistance right now, we left low resistance behind. This 5-minute gap wants to get respected. I'm honestly... Alright, that's better. So we did manipulate higher, we did manipulate all this, we just came for this low resistance. We didn't tap into any gap resting here, so not really looking at anything off of that. What I'm wanting to see now later in the day. Doesn't even give you an entry. Or just wanted to push deeper. No trade day. I was just gotta think like that would be some beautiful fucking PDI. We'll jump to the next day. Then we get that move higher. Fuck. I've been at lunch hour. So we swept out this sell side, we tap into these two gaps, and we do push higher. Just miss out on a beautiful lawn, sadly. We got news at 9. This would be a no news Friday. Interesting. So as of right now, we swept buy side liquidity. We are pushing higher. We're looking bullish, right? We go to the 4 hour. Nothing I'm really looking at. We do leave sell side liquidity resting below here. One low resting right there. We leave another low resting right here. So we have two sell side lows here, but we did use these to sponsor. So I'm thinking overall we're bullish. Maybe would like to see a little bit of, I would like to look for us to go to internal to then external is what I'm thinking for the day. We're coming inside of a 1 hour gap right now. We do have sell side resting here. And on top of that, we were sponsored by this 1 hour gap here. Honestly, wanted to see what price is going to do from here. Assuming we respect this or we work out a balance and equilibrium. We're to wait on the 5-minute market to open up. I want to wait for news to come out as well. Fuck. Candle close. Alright. Inverse this 1 hour. It's happening in this 2 hour. Do we want to deliver lower to these lows is a question, a very good question. What I'm wanting to see then is, so we have a 15-minute playing into right now. Want to see how we want to react off of this, because if we respect this, could look for a little bit of a mech lawn here. Interesting, we close. There's a 30-minute right there too. I'm thinking we could be looking for some mech lawns here. It's just, do we want to respect this 2 hour as well? This 1 hour just got inverse. Well, we were sponsored by this overnight, and we have the daily, I think, still resting above us. Yes. I think we're going to pull back higher. Low resistance resting above us. Shit, I mean, with this, it's 10:39. You get a 3-minute inversion. We did just manipulate into this 15-minute again. We do have an unfilled 15-minute resting right up above here, which I'm going to mark out. Unfilled 5-minute resting above here. Honestly, I don't mind this trade. I like this trade. We have low resistance resting above. All we need is a 1-to-1. This would be our break even. Shit. Boehner! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's see how this actually wants to play out. Holy fuck, is that a Boehner? It's kind of a mech lawn right there. And you would get stopped. This is beautiful mech lawn. We have now gotten another bit of data going. I think 3 trades a night, so I mean, we're getting there on this. I'm going to keep this marked up. I just kind of want to take a peek now based on how our stats are looking. Is that right? 6 wins or is it 8? Eight wins, 3 losses. It's looking good to me right now, percentage-wise. Up 2%. We end up break even, thank the Lord, and then we're up another 2%. 4 trades only this month with 2 trades, 1 loss, and then 1 win. Got me up only down 65%, and then 1 win and another win. $537, $581. It's over $1,000. We will take that. We would be eligible at this point for a $2,000 payout, $2,500 payout. So that's what we'd like to see. So just did my whole recap on that. Took a little longer than I wanted it to, but now we can go into the next day, which is no news. What day is this? Sunday. We'll jump to the next day. Now we're on to a Monday. No news Monday. Assuming we are going to sweep out all this sell side. Maybe not. I'm going to get rid of this gap. We're clearly looking bearish with where price is going. Right, we're inverting all these 2-hour gaps. Sweeping out sell side. We're going to jump to the next day. Yeah, we deliver much, much lower. See what price wants to do with this. Get rid of all this stuff. We have just swept out so much sell side liquidity. We can put that back. Alright, we got new sell side. Resting below us. We're going to go to the 4-hour. Alright, overall, let's start at the daily. We have ripped so much lower. We have swept daily lows. We leave this one behind. We might want to return to, right? We also have that daily gap resting above us. We're playing into a 4-hour gap. Overnight. Hold on. We'll just mark this up first. So we're playing into a 4-hour fair value gap, which would be bearish. We have some new buy side liquidity which got put in place for us. We have another 4-hour gap resting up above us, much higher. See what price wants to do off of that. On the 2-hour, buy side liquidity. So we have news coming into this day. PPI already came out. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but we have, oh my gosh. There we go. We have a 2-hour gap resting right here. We're also inside of all this. See what price wants to do here. We go to the 1-hour. The 1-hour left a gap behind. Remember, news already came out, so we'll see what news wants to do here. Sweeping out all this, and then we also have a 1-hour gap resting up here. All resting on top of each other. I have a feeling we might want to reject off of this and go lower. Well, we'll wait. Well, I tell you what, right off at open, we'll see what this candle close. I'm leaning bearish. We come into a 15-minute gap up here. We are rejecting off of it. Candle closes, we're respecting that. We're waiting to see how the 30-minute wants to react, but the 15 minutes tell me that. We just got a 15-minute inversion. We do have low resistance resting below us. I do like this trade. Probably go break even at this low. I'm about to sneeze. We're playing into a 30-minute gap. We might respect this 30-minute gap, right? And then we have a 1-hour imbalance versus below us. I think that's where we're wanting to deliver to. Like I said, looks like this 30 minutes is going to get respected. This 1 hour is going to get respected. We still got 20 minutes before we find out. The 30-minute, we're inside of a 30-minute. We got to wait for that to close, which we still have time. See, I like this, but this isn't a good IFEG. We need to wait for something different. That's exactly what I'm talking about, because this has already been tapped how many times? Now we can look. We don't get a resweep, but we tap back up into this 30-minute. We end up respecting that. We end up respecting the 1 hour. On the 2 hour, we end up respecting that. We're still inside this 4 hour. And that's the thing, we might want to inverse. You think we were going to want to inverse. We didn't inverse the 4 hour gap. 2 hour and 1 hour candles respect. 30-minute respects, 15-minute respects. We have low resistance resting below us on the lower time frame, unfilled 1 hour gap. From here, I'm looking for an inversion. I like that manipulation there. Just need to look for an inversion. Shit, you get your inversion. You're playing into a 5-minute gap. I could wait for this 5-minute to inverse. That's what I'm going to wait for, because the 5-minute opened up. Interesting. $30-minute gave an inversion. Play inside this one. This would be a no trade day for me. Wow. We weren't able to get in on anything there. I mean, at this point, 745, this just gave an inversion, so what I'm assuming is we get a pullback. I thought we wanted to go for all this low resistance resting here. Which I'm sure now, I mean, who knows? We didn't find a trade, though, for that. That is crazy. Assuming we're going for this buy side. Yep, and that's because of our conditions that I know that, right? Or I can make that assumption because my conditions support that. All right, now we can get this 4 hour gets inverse, right? So we're looking bullish. Coming into this day, we have news, Fed press conference at 2:30. Probably wait until that comes out. So we're gonna skip this day. Yeah, we just holy shit. Market waited until around that 2:30 mark. We rip higher. All right, now we're back into that. What we can look at is price came up into this daily and it gave an inverse on this daily, right? So that's something to maybe note. We're gonna leave a daily behind. We sweep out daily lows. We go all the way back up to this daily fair value gap. I think that's a good idea and why we should have also waited and we didn't force a trade on the day before. We just back tested, right? Because like we didn't get our clean entry that we wanted and we ended up fading it and it ended up playing out in our favor. And you can just look and understand like why I was saying that. But now we can play with some new stuff that I'm gonna have to fucking go through and mark out all of this. But we do have a bunch of 4 hour gaps. Rest in here, which are unmitigated. These were sponsored by this overnight. We got an inverse here. We got an inverse up here on this 4 hour and this 1 hour gap. Sponsored by this overnight. We come in, fill in these 4 hour imbalances. It continues to rip us higher. We have a 4 hour gap resting right here. We might want to inverse. Do we got news on this day? Building permits. It already came out. We leave some buy side liquidity resting above us. We go in the 2 hour now. 2 hour. Prominent draws resting right above us. We just inversed that daily. This 2 hour did not get inverse. We were rejecting off of that. Want to see how this 4 hour, what this is going to want to play out with. We do leave some sell side resting below us down here. We do have some sell side resting right here. I want to see how this 4 hour gets reacted to. Especially the fact that news already come out. Yeah, we're going to wait. We have a 30-minute resting right there. I'd like to see it tap into this 30-minute. We did just get a sweep out of that sell side. We have low resistance resting above. Looks like this 4 hour gap load might get respected. I think it does. Nothing to get on for entry. 4 hour gets respected. I think we're continuing higher. We got a 30-minute, nothing, 15-minute. We have a 50-minute gap up here. I would like to see a pullback into a 5-minute. That is what I'm talking about. Could get a great continuation here. Or pretty solid continuation here. This manipulated down here. We come to 5-minute equilibrium too. Banner. Holy banner. What? 5-minute gets inverse to come down into what? We're inside of a 15-minute gap. Wow, that's nuts. Price might want to rebalance this range. I think we bounce higher. 4-hour inverse? No. Yeah, I think now it's where it gives that entry, and we're going to want to go up higher. I mean, shit. Wow. I shouldn't even take this. It's 12.10. Oh, nice. So our drawn liquidity was correct on the day. It's just choppy price action. Didn't give an entry till noon. We'll jump to the next day. This will be a Friday. No news Friday. Interesting. So we swapped out all this buy side, especially the daily inverse. Like, so our drawn liquidity was correct on that day. We just were not able to get a clean entry, which I thought we were going to be able to get a nice continuation. Not great, but you know, decent. Now we have some new draws. We have buy side liquidity right here. We can mark up with this 4-hour. We were sponsored by overnight, right? 2-hour gave an inverse here. We're gonna mark up some of our sell side. Sell side draws just resting right here. Price to come out and grab some more sell side draws. We'll go to 1 hour just to make sure. Yeah. One hour gave an inversion here. I'm thinking bullish. 2-hour gave an inversion here. No gaps to stop us on the daily. Is there a daily gap? We did make a huge daily gap we might want to come down into. We're going to wait. There's a 4-hour gap here that gets inverse. I'm thinking we might want to go higher here. Going to wait. Going into market open. Like to see manipulation of something. Now that's what I'm talking about. Load to the left of me. Sweep out all these highs. Nothing I'm really looking at. Do you think price might want to rebalance itself? I don't like that my break even is that quick. We're playing into a 15-minute gap too. We are targeting low resistance. 15-minute gap taps into there. 30-minute gap taps in. We might want to fill in lower. Now, would I be happy with this? Like I said, 5-minute gap holds, doesn't give an inverse, 15-minute gap holds. 30-minute candle hasn't closed yet. Break even gets put in place. Banner. Banner, banner, banner. I think this might be my last one, and I'm done because 7:14, dude. I've been doing this for damn near 2 hours now. Hold on, give me a second because we gotta journal this. So my buddy called me, and I kind of just completely skipped over doing the back test for that trade, but that was a continuation. It's fine. We can do 101 or 100. We've missed 2 trades now that were winners that we could have journaled. So, I mean, I guess that's okay. Overall, we'll just skip into it. We'll go into the next day, which we have no news. Oh, shit. Is this some... Yeah, we'll jump to the next day. Assuming no news Monday. No news Monday. We're going to just jump to the next day. All right, now we got something. No news Tuesday. So we can go to the 4-hour. What does the 4-hour tell me? Well, we inverse this 4-hour gap and we sweep 4-hour buy-side liquidity, which we leave to new 4-hour buy-side liquidity resting higher. We tap into this 4-hour. It pushes us lower. We tap into this 4-hour, we get a resweep of these highs, make new buy-side liquidity, and we tap into here. We now are sponsored by this 4-hour gap. Coming into this day is what I'm noticing. We're playing back into this. My draw, what I'm expecting is we have a... Well, let's just mark this up too. We have sell-side liquidity resting right below us. We have more sell-side liquidity resting right below us. We have a 2-hour gap. We have a 2-hour gap resting right here. And then we have some buy-side resting right there. We go to the 1-hour. We just inverse this 1-hour gap. I'm expecting us to want to deliver lower here. Although we do still have some buy-side liquidity resting above. Overall, sponsored by this 4-hour. I'm leaning more towards bullish. Looks like this 1-hour and 2-hour. 2-hour got put in place. We tapped into that. Looks like we might want to reject off of that. We'll see what price wants to do coming into the day. Immediately rip up higher. That's what I'm talking about. I want to wait for this to close now. Interesting. So we sweep out all this buy side. We tap back into that 4-hour. Do we want to continue to go up higher is my question, right? What do we have resting above higher? Nothing I'm seeing that is really significant to the left of us. Look at this 30-minute that price didn't come into. Holy load. Hey, curious to see what price wants to do from here. Accumulation, we manipulate higher. We actually kind of accumulated here. Manipulation to 2-hour, we get a big boost up. We're going to pull back, see how this 5-minute wants to close. Thinking we want to go bullish here. Holy fuck. 4-hour gets inverse. Draw is honestly higher for me. I need to see a 5-minute pullback here. No 5-minute pullback. We sweep out all this buy side, the biggest rip up of the century. Yeah, I'm not taking that unless it sweeps lower. At this point, no trade day. Holy rip. I'm trying to get 5 more trades here, but this month isn't being too pleasing right now, March. Probably my best month yet, to be honest. Well, we've just ripped and ripped and ripped. We'll jump to the next New York Open. Wednesdays. Powell, nothing. No news on the Wednesday. Sweep out both these buy-side liquidity. So these have been swept. This has been swept. We're playing. These got inversed, right? These got inversed. All this gets inversed. This we were sponsored from. I'm looking at more recent price action now. What I'm looking at is buy-side resting above. A 4-hour gap we're playing into. Part of my key levels. See what price wants to do off of this. We have a 4-hour gap right here. And another 4-hour gap here. Now what else I'm assuming is in this area of price is draws on liquidity. And what do you know? We have sell side resting right here. We have a 2-hour gap resting above us. We might get some chop on this day. We'll see. Alright. Then we have a 1-hour gap. Resting right here. We have a 1-hour gap. See what price wants to do coming into market open. Consolidating. Like to see manipulation. That's looking good. We're pushing deeper in this 4-hour. It looks like we might respect this 4-hour. 30-minute right here as well. This could be looking like a beautiful lawn. Low resistance resting above. 15-minute gap there too. Doesn't get inverse. 952. Four-hour doesn't inverse. We tap in it here. 30-minute respects. 15-minute, there's a small 15-minute gap. Resting up above here, which is an area where price could react off of. Otherwise, low resistance resting higher. A lot of low resistance resting higher. Nothing to get in on for a fucking inverse, bro. Are you for real? There was nothing to get on for an inverse, and it's going towards all my draws. Shit, I'm bullish. Can we get a 5-minute pullback? Oh my god, thank God. I still think there's good looking draws resting above. Look at this 5-minute. All this low resistance resting above. 15 minutes holding the same stuff. We have unfilled gaps up here. I wanted to see a retrace, which we do get on the 5-minute. I need to see an inversion though. Well, I hate that entry. For this, could go break even up at this high. 5-minute looks like it's going to respect. We do get a 2-minute inversion. We didn't tap into a 15-minute. We didn't tap into a 30-minute. I feel like price might want to deliver higher here. An inverse on this 15-minute. Maybe what we do want is a pullback into this 15-minute, but the 5-minute already gave manipulation. Maybe it just missed out on a terrible entry. Discontinuation long. I would be going break even up to here, which seems pretty fucking close to my take profit. We'll order execute, market order buy, just 1%. Oh, apparently it's not wanting me to get in this trade. Well, that's going in quick. Fuck me. Great break even. Great break even. Fuck, I gotta journal that. That was an incredible break even trade. Wow. Hits that, immediately reverses and wants to continue to go lower. What I originally wanted was an inversion here, and this would have been beautiful PDI. Accumulation, manipulation into this 30-minute and the 4-hour, respecting those in the 15-minute, and you get a beautiful PDI inversion and target that low resistance, but we don't get that. That would have been absolutely beautiful, and I would have loved that trade. Now we got to journal this puppy. Oh boy. So I finished that last trade in journaling it. Sucks we got break even, but if you want to see something here after we got stopped out on that trade, it retraces into the 15-minute and then it rips higher. I bet you our move, our real move, probably CE of a wick. Bang. Funny. Drawn liquidity was correct. We just got break even, which sucks. We can move on into the next day. Alright. We're on to the next day, which is a Thursday. Durable goods news already came out. As you can see, this 2-hour, what happens on the 2-hour? It gets inverse. We're looking bullish until we swept out some buy-side liquidity. We sweep out some buy-side liquidity. We actually are now looking bearish as shit. Thinking price is going to want to push much, much lower. I mean, look at this 4-hour. 4-hour gets inversed. We know about that. We tap back into this. We make some new sell-side liquidity. I'm going to mark up. We're kind of in a range right now. That's one thing to know. This 30-minute, right? Go to the 2-hour. 2-hour gap. We do have a 2-hour gap. I wonder if it wants to get inversed. And then on the 1-hour, this just swept that out. So nothing of significance there. We do have sell side resting here. That's got swept. Interesting. Right away, I'm expecting chop Loki or deliver lower. Minute respects its gap. We manipulate it into this 30-minute. 2-hour gets inversed. No clear price action for me. Assuming we want to go higher. We just got manipulation. There we go. Kind of late in the day. Gee, you're targeting high resistance up here, which I'm good on. We did get the sweep. 30-minute. Gave an inversion. Looks like it might want to push higher up off of this for that 5-minute candle close. Gives a terrible entry. I'd get in maybe down here. Go break even up there. It's at 1035. Shit, I mean, that's an entry. Well, the thing is this truly A+? I mean, on the 4 hour, we did just fill in on this 4 hour, but it's already been filled, so we just got a resweep. Resting higher, we do have a high up there. These 2 hour buy side liquidity resting above. We did just manipulate these. It's looking like we're going to want to respect these that we did. Good manipulation point, accumulation, manipulation. Could catch a good pre-distribution inversion here. And then I go break even up at this high. This is where my break even would be. It's just kind of choppy, so I feel like we're just maybe trading a choppy ass day. Maybe avoid it because this 2 hour gets inversed, remember. 30-minute sweeps. Fuck it, you know. I think this is just a bad idea in general. Come on, bro. Oh, wow. Didn't even get a chance to put my break even in. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, we got another one to journal. Oh, I think this might be my last one I do. I'm being so for real. We already are doing really great just in the month of March. I mean, shit. Look at this. 11 wins, 3 losses. Gotta lose here sooner or later. Average RR is right around a 1-1. Longest win streak is 6 wins. Longest losing streak is 2. Percentage-wise, we're up 4% this month. 7 trades this month. Probably going to call it quits here soon or be very selective because we should just be break even. So 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. 4 wins, 2 break evens. So, I mean, that's how that's going. We'll take that though. But yeah, I'll just backtest this real quick. And I'm not backtest, I'll journal this and then I'll get this going. So I'm going to end this video. I'm going to get this uploaded onto the YouTube. Like I said, this would be probably an hour longer, but my laptop restarted, which is annoying. But for the data sample of 500 plus trades, journaling every trade, we as of right now, excluding break evens. I mean, not including break evens. We have an 80% win rate around there. I'm expecting to lose some. Don't know what trades that'll be, but I'm expecting to lose some trades here soon, and I don't know when that's going to be, but we have the longest win streak is 6, and that through this back testing that I was doing before that, I've never had a win streak of 6. I think it's only been 3 or 4. And longest losing streak is 2. Ideally, we can keep that there. Profit factor is good. If this were a funded account, we'd be able to pay ourselves out $4,000 off of this equity curve. Like I said, we started at 50,000, went all the way up to 51, went back down, and then we've just been building and building after around 14, 15 trades. And I'm going to end this video. I got to go do some shit, and then I'm going to end up journaling all of this and going deep into detail. But yeah, we are building this baby up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 trades on here. Should be, I think, 12 or 13. Which is fine. Either way, if we can, obviously we're trying to build 100 trades on here. And we have missed, I think, 2 or 3 now journaling. But that's fine. As long as we can keep it under, 5 throughout the next, year. And be able to fill this up with 100 different journals. Bro, we are cooking. like this will be perfect, and we can really, really build this where we start banging, you know. And then going into tomorrow, we will be on the market tomorrow. I will be trading. I don't know what I'll see, but I'm confident that I will be up in time and I'll be able to get on. So yeah, I will get this video uploaded. Peace, peace.